Welcome back to another Alliance War. This time my Alliance for Loki is going up against ASR, Assassins Reloaded, which also happens to be the home of Killer Greens, a name that you might recognize from New York City Comic-Con 2017. Got some interesting footage there with the Kabam developers and everything. I'm going to leave a link to his channel in the description. Definitely go ahead and check it on out. But anyway, back to this war. I'm taking in Iceman, Stark, Spidey, and Blade. And if you've been waiting to watch me get wrecked in one of these new war videos, well, the wait is over, folks. I probably should not have brought in this team. I scouted out my path ahead of time, and I'm gonna show you guys exactly what the path looks like right now. I've got Guillotine, Crossbones, and then in the midsection, far right side, it's gonna be Black Panther, Civil War, Cyclops, and Mordo. And then for the mini boss and boss, it is Doc Ock and Dormammu. So yeah, Blade, he really doesn't have too much advantage here except against that Dormammu. I mean, I knew going into it that he wasn't going to have danger senses active against that Mordo. I know from experience in the past that that guy is, he's a villain, so you can get some synergies going. And I was tempted to bring in Ghost Rider, especially because that node has bleed on it as well. So I'm thinking, hey, you know what, Ghost Rider might not actually be too bad. I could use a combination of Ghost Rider and then Blade to take out that Mordo. I mean, that's really the toughest node aside from maybe the mini boss, but even the mini boss is probably not as hard as that that Spite node. But yeah, in any case, I was like, you know what, man, my Ghost Rider, he's 440, he's a 4-star, rank 4. It just feels weird bringing him in when it feels like I have stronger options available, right? Even though the synergy is extremely powerful, I wanted to bring in other champions. And I brought an Iceman here because I'm running full Suicide still at the moment, and I'm also doing some testing, you know, for 5.4, so I'm not even running Coagulate. So I'm really trying to, you know, soak that Suicide damage by using a double Mune here. First fight, totally easy. It's just a Guillotine. You know, I'm sure it was just there for diversity, right? These guys definitely still have they have a mixture of a, you know, diverse lineup along with some tough defenders mixed in there as well. They were definitely going with that strategy. This next node here is also not too bad. It's just Crossbones. And Crossbones, I mean, you're going to see I'm going to make a few mistakes here. This node is not too bad. Enhanced Poison, Plagued Mind, Mystic Ward, and Limber, all things that I don't really care about, and it's only a 4-star. Again, I'm sure this was just a, I'm sure this was just a diversity play. But I'm gonna go in with Iceman, class advantage, and again to soak the Suicide damage. And you can see a few mistakes where he gives me some openings, and I just don't take them. I take way too much block damage instead of you know, countering some of these attacks, but enough taking block damage. Let's actually get some attacks in. The only other thing to worry about with Crossbones is whenever you land a parry stun, he can shrug it off, so you kind of want to delay your counter attack to it. You're gonna see me here, you know, on the final parry that I get. I just hesitate just to make sure that he's not gonna shrug it off before attacking. That's, you know, I mean, you don't really see Crossbones here too much in war, but you see Crossbones in like Alliance quests and stuff like that, and that could potentially ruin your day if you don't remember that little hesitation in Alliance quest or something. Alright, moving on to the next node, and here is where the first part of me getting wrecked actually takes place. So this is, it's a Black Panther Civil War, and this is not a difficult node, and it's only a 4-star champion. Everything should be fine. I can't even tell you guys what happened here. Like, you're just gonna have to see for yourself. The node is, you know, he's got Plagued Mind, Bleed Immunity, Limber, and Special Lock 1. It kind of threw me off because take a look at that Bleed Immunity node icon. It was just, you know, shield with a blood drop in it, right? I didn't know, like, is this new, or is this something that I just never realized before, where if they're bleed immune, they actually have a buff, like the, you know, the node buff under their health bar. I didn't realize that before, so it kind of threw me off. I didn't want to land a parry stun. I didn't know how that interaction worked. I didn't know if it was, you know, if he was going to reflect that back on me. And even though I have ice armor and I could, you know, withstand and everything, I just didn't want to take that risk. So I'm doing like 4-hit combos whenever I push him to a special one. And other than that, I'm just trying to bait out heavy attacks and that kind of thing. Not trying to do anything fancy here. I'm not even worried about intercepting, nothing like that. And I'm about to get wrecked as I get pushed back into the corner here. You're going to see the you know, the debuffs drop off on him. He's going to take a lot of damage here from this last combo and those dropping off. You can see he's at 14%, and it drops because he had one more debuff on him. I only did a 4-hit combo there, and that was my fatal downfall right there, man. As I'm just getting wrecked in the corner. I could have done one more hit and just killed him there, and I would have had, you know, I would have barely lost any HP that fight. I mean, I panicked at the end there, even throwing that special one. It was just, what a nightmare, man. What a nightmare. Everything was going fine. And, I mean, the reason why I didn't do that last 5th hit combo was, you know, like, I didn't see that he had one more of those, what are they called, Crossbones or something, man? I don't remember the name of the debuff, but I didn't see that he had one more of those on him, and I didn't think a 5th hit was going to kill him, and I have an easier time dodging his special one if I do a 4-hit combo. So, very stupid of me, but hey, man, you learn from mistakes, right? So, yeah, anyway, we're going up against Cyclops here, and the Cyclops, again, it's nothing really too special. I'm going to be taking in Spider-Man for this one. And I was planning on taking Spider-Man for this fight regardless of what happened in the last fight. Just planning on building up some poise charges, and hopefully I can get him down without him using too many specials. And this, what happens here is kind of crazy, man. Because this guy, I mean, he's got a good amount of HP. You can see I get a parry stun off and 5-hit combo. Every single attack was a crit there. All 5 attacks were crits, and he's below 50% health at this point. So, yeah, that was nice. One more parry stun, and 4 out of 5 of those were crits, and he's dead. That's it, man. So yeah, he didn't even get one special off. 10 hits with Stark Spidey. Rip that Cyclops. Pretty good stuff right there, man. All right, the next node up. Here's where things take a turn for the worse once again. And as I approach this node, I feel like it's really important that I remind you guys that I don't upload these videos to try to make myself look good. I upload these videos to try to provide some kind of entertainment, and while simultaneously, hopefully, you know, maybe you guys could learn a little bit from my mistakes, and I could even learn from my mistakes as well, all right? And again, I upload these videos whether I do well or whether I get my ass kicked. So here we go, man. All right, so it's a bleed node. He's also got Enhanced Special 1 and Spite. I'm not too worried about the Enhanced Special 1. It's more about the bleed, the Spite, and he has a lot of HP. I mean, this is a 455 Mordo. He's got 105,000 HP. And I'm going to be bleeding out. I'm trying to think, man, can I survive it with one of these other champions, or am I going to need that bleed immunity of Iceman? Let's just go in with Iceman. I mean, I was planning on taking Iceman for this node from the start. Even though I learned from last war where, you know, having ice armor, you know, triggers that Spite, and he's gonna have constant power gain and everything. But I'm thinking, you know what? Let me just try to bait out specials. I've got ice armor in case he uses special 3. I'll be okay. And you can see the start of this fight. It actually goes all right. I mean, he's cooperating a little bit. You know, he throws out a special and everything like that. His power gain is just through the roof. I mean, it's a combination of, you know, he's got the constant Spite power gain. He's got the regular Mordo power gain, and I believe he's got Mystic Dispersion here. So it's pretty crazy. I get him down 15%. He's at 85% right now. I haven't really taken too much damage. I'm only going to drop 5% total from this special 3. Not all that worried about it. But then check this out, man. Watch what happens next. So I dash in. He proceeds to just absolutely annihilate me in a 5-hit combo. And just, man, as I was watching myself get beat down, I was just thinking, like, what? Like, what just happened there, man? Like, that was just 5 hits from this Mordo, and that was it, man. That was lights out. I had, like, 70% HP left. Oh, man. That little backstep that he did and counter me. Oh, man. I was hurt, guys. I was real hurt because I didn't do that much. I didn't kill him that. I didn't do that much damage. So I'm thinking, all right, I gotta heal up. I gotta heal up Iceman. It's not too bad on the team revives. I'm like overflowing on these because of halls of healing, but it does hurt having to use these potions, man. I mean, I haven't had to use potions in a long time. We're still kind of taking it a little bit easy in Alliance War, but I'm thinking, man, you know what? I gotta get through this. I gotta get through this fight. Let me go back in here in this second round. Well, it doesn't go all that much better, guys. It doesn't go all that much better. At least I got the initial parry, but just, oh man, like the power gain, guys. The power gain is so fast, man. And if he's not throwing his specials, well, it's just, I mean, what can I do, man? What can I do? Like, I mean, the answer is to bring in a different champion, but at this point, you know, I'm kind of screwed. I'm kind of screwed. The first fight, you know, where I did 15% of his HP before he can really, you know, chip away my health at all, I thought I was going to be alright if I could just make it a long, slow match. And here it's starting to go well again. You know, I shut down his power gain. At least when he hits me with a special 3, it takes away that ice armor, so it takes away the spite. He's throwing some specials. I'm attacking him, getting in those shots when he's got the power gain, so I'm shutting that down. Things are actually starting to go all right for a little bit here. But it's just that power gain, man. Just that's so crazy. Alright, so he hits me with a special 3, and my plan is to immediately special 3 after this. That way I can gain back my ice armor, because I know it's not going to be long before he gets a special 3. And just watch, man. Just watch how fast it actually is. So, you know, he just uses special 3. Okay, he's got 2 bars of power. He's got almost a third. Yeah, okay. And there it is, 3 bars of power. How long did that take? That was like 3 seconds or something like that, man. Ridiculous, right? So, yeah. Just trying to do as much damage as I can. He's cooperating. He's not really throwing a special. Okay, there we go. There's the special. Now I have to survive long enough to, you know, gain back my armor. And just kind of hoping for the best here. I can't really delay it. I gotta lay into him though, because this is a very long fight, and you know, if I don't keep attacking him, I'm just gonna time out anyway. So thankfully I do get my ice armor back, but a little bit of an issue here. He gets to his special 3, and I thought that he was just going to either stay defensive or use a special 3, and instead he actually lunges at me, takes me down, takes away the ice armor, pops his special 3, and that's it, man. Lights out. Without that ice armor, yeah, Mordo just does enough damage to take me down. So a little bit sad. Thanks a lot, Master Mo, for your Mordo. I think is this the Mo that I met at Comic-Con? I might have met this dude at Comic-Con, guys. That's messed up, man. That's messed up. I don't know if it's the same guy, but I might have actually met this guy at Comic-Con. I think we shook hands, man. Messed up. But alright, anyway, he's low enough where now I'm like, okay, I'm not healing up my Iceman again, dude. Like, it's not happening. Again, I've got the revives, and I do have potions, but like, I don't want to keep doing this, man. It's a bleed over 60 seconds. I can probably survive long enough with Stark Spidey if I just go in there and just try to do as, you know, just try to kill him as fast as I possibly can. I've got power burn, the heavy attack to back me up. That's going through my mind, and you're gonna see that heavy attack, man. At one point I kind of just lob it out there thinking like, please just crossing my fingers, like hoping that it would work. Yeah, right here yeah, I should have just done a 5-hit combo and maybe used my special 1. Maybe it would have been enough to kill him even. But I panicked, I threw the heavy, it didn't work. He hit me with a special 3. I thought I was dead. I survived it. I got 14% HP left. Luckily I catch him there, get a 5-hit combo. It's enough to give me a power special 2, and he's dead. Luckily, man, the nightmare of this Mordo is over. Oh, what a nightmare, seriously. I mean, if I brought in a different champion, it wouldn't be that big a deal. If I had maybe a 5-star Iceman, it wouldn't be that big a deal. If I didn't mess up against that Black Panther earlier, it wouldn't have been as big a deal, right? It's just a lot of things that, you know, some things definitely in my control. The majority of it is definitely in my control. It'd be nice if I get a little bit better RNG on these crystals to pull these 5-star champs. But other than that, man, yeah, it was my fault. What can I say? But anyway, on to Doc Ock. So Doc Ock again. I know that this guy is a villain. Obviously, he's not a dimensional being. But I'm thinking, you know, the way I prefer to fight Doc Ock, because this guy, he's kind of a jerk, man. First off, what's with his fingers? Why is he so creepy like that? I mean, first off, I was thinking about using Spider-Man here until I just lost all my HP against that Mordo. But the other way that I like to fight against Doc Ock is I just like to kind of bait out heavies and bait out special 1s. And I can dodge his special 2. I'm not 100% consistent with it, because it's a little bit of an odd timing, and you don't really fight this guy all that much. So I'm trying not to get him to special 2, but worst case scenario, I can dodge it, and if I'm not feeling comfortable dodging it, I can just kind of hold block and heal up a little bit of that damage with Blade here. So even without the the advantage here of him, without having that villain synergy, Blade still actually works out very well for this fight. You only have to backstep once, even though it's a double hit against this heavy attack. I'm just trying. I'm trying not to use my special at all because I want to save all that power for healing. Also, if he pushes me against the wall, because that's the other part of the issue with fighting Doc Ock. If you get pushed up against the wall, I'd prefer to have my special 3. I don't really care too much about using my specials. It has nothing to do with suicides at all. It's just, you know, I want to save that power for healing, and I want to save it for, you know, special 3. Not only that, but this guy is immune to all debuffs, so he's not going to take any kind of bleed damage or anything like that. So yeah, it's just kind of rinse and repeat. The fight is going fairly well here so far. He's cooperating, throwing those special ones. Haven't messed up with his heavy attacks yet, at least. I try to attack into him while he's blocking to keep him pushed to the right side a little bit, but at the same time, I don't want to feed his power all that much. The easiest openings for me are just baiting out the heavy attacks and then just getting that healing. And I'm trying to get in a little bit of healing, trying to delay my counter to a special one just so I can, you know, get that little bit of trickle healing as the fight goes on, and it's working out great. I'm thinking, all right, cool, man, I'm going to take this guy down. At least that'll be like the one redeeming thing of this war. But then, some disaster strikes again, guys. So the other thing that I realized about fighting Doc Ock is that he has kind of a long reach. You want to back up twice. Whenever he lunges at you, you want to dash back twice. And if he doesn't throw a special, then, man, you could actually get pushed up against the wall pretty fast. But if you're not backing up twice, then you're just going to get nailed. So, it's tough, you know. Anytime a character has this longer reach, it's just kind of puts you in a tough spot. It's not as bad as fighting like Venom or Dormammu, I'd say, but eventually I do get pushed against the wall. And yeah, I mean, you saw what happened there. One heavy attack, and that was lights out. He was down to 16%, but due to the node and him hitting me at the end there, he healed up to 19%. I mean, the fight was going pretty well. It was 89 hits, right? It's 89 hits, and that's not any kind of multiple hits there since I never used the special, but yeah, it just was not enough. Again, if I had the danger senses active, bringing in that Ghost Rider or something like that, I would have done plenty more damage to finish that out, but, you know, you live and you learn, guys. You live and you learn, right? Next time, next war, even if my Ghost Rider is still 440, guess what? He's going in there, man. I'll figure out a way to squeeze him on the team there. But anyway, that is going to do it for this one. Congrats to ASR Assassins Reloaded for besting us in this Alliance War. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.